Hello, everyone, and welcome to another iteration of Inside RIC Athletics. I'm Cody Chalifoux. Today, I'm joined by women's swimming's Meghan Laflamme. Meghan, how are we doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. You guys just had your first home meet in a couple of years this past weekend. Just talk to me about how fun that was.
It was awesome to have my family there because I hadn't had spectators at a home meet yet, so that was nice to have. My whole family was there. My old swim coach was there doing the scoring. It was really nice to have another team at our own pool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. The first swim meet I've ever got a chance to work on. I know we didn't have any at home last year. Finally got to have one again later on this year. You did pretty decent. You had a couple of second place finishes in a lot of your matches. Kind of what was there a little jitters? What was kind of the thought process? Your first match of the year you guys had last weekend or 2 weeks ago canceled, but this was your first official meet of the year. So how was it to kind of get that out of the way?
It was good to get it out of the way, especially at home, because then I can see what I'm doing wrong. And at a home meet and a quick meet, all the races are very close together.
Right, very close.
So got out of the 50 back and had to go right into the 50 free. So I didn't get the best time on that. But considering all things considered, I did pretty well.
Yeah, I think you did. I think a lot of the races were, especially the first two places, they were fingertips away. I think decimal points of seconds in between first and second place for a lot of those races. You also have a lot of new teammates this year, and you being one of the captains as a junior, you see a lot of these new faces. How do you think they performed this past weekend?
I think they did an amazing job. I've seen them come a long way from the first day they got in the pool, especially Juliana. She did an amazing job in her breaststroke events. So I am very proud of everyone, and I know some of them are freshmen and some of them are transfers from other schools who didn't get an opportunity to swim, and they're very excited to have an opportunity to swim this year.
Right, like we mentioned, you're a captain this year. Talked to Coach Fontaine the other day, and he said so. How has it been adapting that leadership role? I know last year, as you're one of the best swimmers that we've had in the last couple of years, statistic-wise, and this year, you're kind of looked up to that regard anyway, but now you officially have that captain's band, you're that captain. So how has it been kind of adapting to a leadership role?
So I'm used to being in that leadership role. I was a captain in high school.
Right.
I coached softball. I coached swim. So it's very natural for me to act like that. This year I have a lot more communication with Coach, and I understand things from his perspective a lot more this year. But, yeah, it's been interesting. It's been great having people look up to me. It always makes me feel good.
Yeah, and can you and you're an early education major with a special education kind of focus, and so how does those two things relate? Being a leader, in the pool or on the diamond or whatever, but also in the classrooms, you're preparing to become a teacher.
Yeah, it's just a very natural thing for me. I started coaching at the Smithfield Y when I was 12. I got in and I volunteered.
Oh, right away.
I was
All right.
like, okay, I'm in middle school, but I guess I can coach these 4-year-olds and teach them how to swim. But that's how I knew I wanted to be a teacher. So I guess by coaching sports, I realized this is what I meant to do. That's how I found my passion.
Is there a specific grade you're looking to do, or just kind of just younger?
Right now, I'm really loving being in my first grade practicum.
First grade?
Yep.
Love that.
Love those little kids.
Yeah, my girlfriend's in a teacher as well, and she's doing her master's program. So a lot of work. Are you going into the schools, or are you doing your full?
Yeah. So right now it's just my practicum.
Right.
So it's like student teaching light.
You're kind of sitting around, helping out, right?
That's how I like to explain it, but I'm in 4 classes, all 4 of them I'm going into schools, and only teaching about 45 minutes, so it's not like a regular student teaching position where I'd be in there all day teaching the entire class.
Right.
So
kind of doing bits and pieces here and there.
Yeah, so I'm getting that nice experience in.
That's awesome. Have you been liking it?
I love it.
Awesome. That's but it takes a lot out of you dealing with kids all the time.
Oh yeah, I'm exhausted all the time.
Oh, I hear you. I mean, I've heard the stories from my girlfriend. I used to coach a little bit, so I know what it is, hanging out with all those. So juggling that, you're juggling your academics, you're juggling, being, a top athlete here. What do you do to calm down, to relax? Everyone needs that short 45-minute break every once in a while. How do you fill in that gap?
I love watching Netflix.
Yeah.
Big Netflix girl. And also I love to bake. So
Bake?
yeah,
Oh,
I really
nice.
like baking. I made cupcakes for my friend because her birthday was yesterday. Brought them to the rec center. Gave some people.
Oh,
some
my
cupcakes.
birthday's tomorrow. You gonna make me one?
If you want some carrot cake cupcakes, I have extra.
My birthday isn't tomorrow, but,
but
I was
gonna
trying
give you
to
some.
sneak
You
one
would've
in.
had cupcakes. I would have.
Oh, Megan, you're the best. Well, any special? Is there any like special like movie or show on Netflix, or kind of whatever you do, or is there like a binge show that you put on?
It's like normally a binge show. I really liked Criminal Minds for a while. New Girl's good, and then The Rookie, but that's on Hulu.
All right.
The Rookie's very good.
All right, Megan. Well, thank you so much. Good luck this weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for checking out this episode of Inside RIC Athletics. I've been Cody Chalifoux. Thank you so much for watching that interview. We have more on the way, so make sure to go to goanchorman.com to find any interviews that you might have missed, any interviews in the future. Make sure to go to goanchorman.com as well to look at the varsity schedule and see what games are going on, when they're going on, if you can make it, or if you want to watch at home. And again, we thank you so much for supporting RIC Athletics. Go Anchorman.